Joanne coming to you live from Texas, and I'm also known as #UnicornBoss. So as you guys are jumping online tonight, go ahead and hit me up with some unicorn emojis since those are my jam. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. So super excited tonight, you guys. I've got a quick and easy keto recipe tonight. We're gonna be doing Zoodles with a fresh homemade Alfredo sauce. So I wasn't really feeling like cooking a giant dinner, so I thought this would be a really nice example to show you guys how you can have a really quick, easy, delicious dinner that is definitely keto, low in carbs and high in fat, that will help to sustain you on your keto journey. So I see a bunch of you guys jumping online. Welcome. Go ahead and say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. By the way, if you're a brand new friend, welcome to my page. Go ahead and comment new in the comments so that way I can circle back around and say hi to you. I've made a ton of brand new friends recently, so if you're brand new to me, welcome. My name is Joanne. I've been keto over a year and a half now. I'm down over 60 pounds. I stopped weighing myself, you guys, because it's all about the inches now at this point. So if you are keto, go ahead and comment keto in the comments and let me know how long you've been on the journey, and feel free to give yourself a shout out. Celebrate something that's happening for you right now on your keto journey that you feel really excited about. So tonight we're doing a easy Alfredo with a fresh zoodle, and I got myself a new toy here. So one of my dear friends gifted me with a gift card from Amazon, so I upgraded myself to an automated spiralizer. I've never done this before, so this could be a complete disaster, so we'll see. So if you want to see how the machine turns out, how we make fresh zoodles, make sure you go ahead and stay tuned. And if you have a lot of fun and you enjoy my page and you learn lots of things about keto, go ahead and give the video a quick share. I so appreciate your love and support. And if you haven't friended me or followed me yet, go ahead and do that right now. If you just click on the bottom here, it will pop up. You can do follow and see first, and then click the 3 dots and turn on your live notifications. So let me say hi to a few people real quick, and then we will go ahead and get started. Welcome, I see so many of you. If you'd like to share me to your favorite keto group, go ahead and do that. I would love to connect with other keto people too. So let's see who we've got here. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. Sarah, Renee, Moya. Thanks for the unicorn, Sarah. Rose. Hey, Nikki. So happy to have you. Rhonda, Tina, Danielle, Chris. Carb cycling right now. Okay. I got you. Brenda, Claudia. Hey, Erin. She says she's down 30 pounds. Woo! High fives. I'm so happy for you, sweet sister. Nelda, Cara, Christina, welcome. So happy to have you guys. So I don't know if this is gonna work, and hopefully you guys can see okay. We're trying out the new tripod, so hopefully this will work. So I've just got this automated zoodle machine over here. So what it does is, and this is my first time ever using it, so probably not smart on live camera, but you know, I like to live dangerously. Hi, Holly, welcome. Thanks for the unicorns. So it gives you a bunch of different cones. Does anyone have a zoodle machine like this? Go ahead and share with me in the comments. So I used to just have a Vegetti, and I would crank it by hand. And let me tell you, when you're trying to do 3 or 4 zucchinis, it really starts to hurt your wrists after a while. Hi, Shirley, welcome. So these actually aren't that expensive. I think I got my zoodler on Amazon for only $30. So I figured, why not? I eat zoodles often enough to where I wanted to give it a try. So we'll see if we make a zoodle explosion everywhere. So this one here, this cone does ribbons. So in case you want nice, long, thin ribbons. And this one here does kind of like linguine, so it's like a square zoodle. And the one that I have in the machine is supposed to make like round spaghetti type strands. So here we go, you guys. Bear with me. We'll figure this out together. So basically what I did is I cut the ends off of my first zucchini here, and we will go ahead and give it a try. So stick it in, and then you've got this topper here. So let's see what happens. Oh my God, it's working! That is so fun. Oh my goodness. So quick and easy, you guys. I'm a fan already. Okay. So we finished our first one. So let's see if I can get this out. So just so you guys are aware, the butt kind of gets stuck in here. So you just have to kind of take it out. Just because I'm easily amused, okay? So let me show you guys what this looks like. I'm gonna get rid of these strands right here because they're pretty much just the green part. So check that out. Isn't that cool? So for those of you that have used a veggetti and you're hand cranking your zoodles, I'm telling you, this is a pretty cool little thing, and it was only 30 bucks on Amazon. So you can't beat that. So I'm gonna do the other zucchini right now because in case you guys don't know, the zucchinis do cook down quite a lot. So I usually need to do at least 2 or 3 zucchinis to get enough for 1 to 2 servings. Or I would say 2 to 4 servings. So I've got another zucchini here. Actually, I might have to throw this in a bowl because I think we might run out of room in that little one. So let me just grab a bowl real quick. I'll be right back. So how's everyone doing today? Go ahead and let me know what you had for your keto dinner. I love to hear about that and to celebrate with you all. So this zucchini is a little too big for the machine. I'm gonna have to shave it just a little bit. Let me see if that's better. Okay, that's better. Hopefully we won't get stuck now. Pretty cool. What do you guys think? So I'm not putting a lot of pressure in case you're curious. It's going through like really easily. All right, that is it. Oh, it came out really easily on that one. So Chris said is it he or she? Sorry, your avatar is so small I can't see. Had spaghetti, okay. I'm gonna have my own zucchini spaghetti and stay keto and do low carb with it. So check that out, pretty cool, right you guys? So luckily we did not have a complete disaster on live camera. That was actually pretty easy. I did have a little trouble getting this to turn on before I went live. So the trick is, this really needs to snap in a lot harder than it looks. So if you do happen to pick it up, make sure it's fully snapped in all the way. So let me just see if I can get this out real quick. You can kind of pop it up from inside here, and I'll just stick it in the sink. Let me move this out of the way so we've got a little bit more room. Now, one thing I will say is that for those of you that have cooked Zoodles before, if you've had Zoodles or you've done your own, go ahead and share with me in the comments here. It's honestly one of my favorite dishes. It's like so fresh and delicious, especially when you make your own Zoodles. And now that I have the machine, like I could do this whenever I want, so which is really, really fun. A smaller zucchini would most certainly work. I actually had to trim mine a little bit because it was so beefy to kind of get it in there. Hi, Christine, welcome. So happy to have you. Let me just see if I missed any other questions. Nope. Okay, so if you are brand new to Zoodles, the machine makes one giant long strand. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just going to cut these so they're not like giant strands of Zoodles. And the reason why is because when you're trying to toss these in the olive oil, they do get a little unwieldy. They're kind of hard to handle. if the strands are too long. So I would say go ahead and chop them up into like normal spaghetti size strands. That way, you can almost maybe like string them a little bit. I might have to use two. I'll use 2 bowls here. So I know this might seem like a really unnecessary step, but I've cooked Zoodles that were too long before and they're really tough to toss in the pan. So this is definitely worth the additional step to kind of get that done. I wonder if you could just kind of break them with your hand. Let me see here. Oh yeah, you can kind of just snap them. That's a little bit easier than trying to use the knife. So next time I can definitely do this in advance for you guys, but I know last time that I did Zoodles, you guys were asking if I made the noodles fresh, so I figured that, especially now that we have the machine, that it would be really fun to share with you guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, go ahead and leave me some hearts in the comments so that way I know. And let me just get this next one in some smaller bits, and then we can go ahead and get started with the cooking here. Sorry, I know this is like the really boring part. You're welcome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Okay, we're almost done here. All right. Luckily, the only really long parts are like right in the, I think it's like the outside part. The center kind of gets nice, small little strands. So that should be good to go, you guys. Okay. All right, let's get this out of the way and then let's get cooking. Let's go ahead and start with the Zoodles. Let's get them in the pan here. Let me make sure you guys can see. I don't actually carb cycle, so me? I mean, nah, I'm not interested. I love my keto journey and I love the way it makes me feel. For me, it's more about how it makes me feel than the fat loss. So for me, right now, it's all about that energy, the mood support, and all of that. It really, really works for me, so. See here, I'm gonna have to move you guys a little bit so we can see. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn my pan on just a little bit and let it saute. And just use like 2 tablespoons, not a lot of olive oil. And then once we're done sauteing our noodles, we can go ahead and we can make our Alfredo sauce. So if you guys are excited about the Alfredo sauce, go ahead and let me know in the comments here. So the Zoodles cook really quickly, just so you're aware. Usually in about 4 to 5 minutes. So I usually set a timer for 4 minutes because if you've ever overcooked your Zoodles, they kind of turn into mush very quickly. So that's kind of like the secret sauce for me. The trick is to set a timer for about 4 to 5 minutes, and they usually turn out pretty perfectly by then. So, hey Barbara, have a good night. Thanks for the love, sweet sister. Yeah, and Claudia said she loves Alfredo. Me too, it's so, so good. Maybe I'll put just a tablespoon of, shoot, hopefully I can get in here. Maybe just like 1 clove of garlic in here. I'm gonna put most of the garlic in my Alfredo sauce, but just to have something in the pan other than the Zoodles. I'm still getting used to how the electric stove works for me. I'm used to having a gas range, and it takes so much longer to heat up the pan. So yeah, Carol, Zoodles are zucchini noodles. So if you miss pasta or spaghetti at all on the keto journey, this is a really nice substitute. I think it's really, really delicious. So I'm just waiting for the pan, you guys. So if you have any keto questions while we're kind of at a lull right here, feel free to ask me your keto questions. Would love to help you out if you need help on your journey at all. Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna let this garlic get fragrant here in the pan for about 30 seconds or so, and then we'll throw our Zoodles in. Okay, that smells really good. So the key to doing the Zoodles successfully, and feel free to share your best tips and tricks with me, I would love to hear it. But for me, it's all about keeping them moving in the pan. So really tossing them. I find that the tongs really work best. I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer for 4 minutes because like I said, they will get mushy. They go from al dente to mushy very quickly, so you really do have to keep your eye on them. So. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. Yeah, these are my new Pioneer Woman stuff. And the bowls are from Donna. She gifted those to me. Thanks for sharing, Stephanie. I so love and appreciate you. And you guys will be shocked at how much these noodles are going to reduce down. They just start to really reduce down with the heat. So if you're cooking for a large family, you're probably gonna have to do 5 or 6 zucchinis for sure, just to make sure you have enough. So the Zoodles are already starting to transform. You can see it's not that they're withering, but you see how tiny they are. I mean, when we first put them in the pan, they were nice and tall here. So now they're cooking down nice and low. And we've got about 2.5 minutes left. So I think about 4 minutes is gonna be perfect for these. You're probably not eating enough fat, Chris. The key to keto is really to make sure you're getting, at least for me, I need to be up over, oof, just got olive oil all over me. That's what happens. But you need to be up over 100 grams of fat. At least I do. I need to be up over 100 grams of fat to feel awesome, and also for fat loss. So when I was not eating enough fat, of course, I felt tired and hungry all the time, and that's really more low carb than keto. So I tell people, you know, all the time that say they're struggling on their keto or they're not feeling well, what have you. One is you need to check your electrolytes, make sure you're doing enough things to make sure that you're getting enough electrolytes. And the other is to make sure you're eating enough fat. Because if you're not eating high healthy fats, you're just low carb. And that's okay if low carb is your goal, but I can honestly tell you that low carb didn't work for me. I was hungry all the time, I was tired all the time, and it just wasn't enough. So the whole magic to keto are those high healthy fats that are good for you. So yes, they will sweat some water here. So if you guys watched the last time I made zucchini noodles, I took the Zoodles out of the pan and I used the water in here to make like a Parmesan garlic sauce. So I just used the water to my benefit. But for this situation, we're actually gonna make Alfredo sauce, so I'll probably dump this water out and take the noodles and keep going, so look at the difference in the Zoodles, you guys. See how much they cook down? So, hi Grace, welcome. So these are probably pretty good to go. My timer says 45 seconds. So you can see that the magic number really is about 4 minutes, you guys, 4 to 5 minutes. So at this point, I'm actually gonna pull them off the heat and we'll start to make our Alfredo sauce. So, because they'll still cook a little bit in this bowl here. I'm gonna take this over the sink, you guys. Let me just try and get this water out, and then we'll make our Alfredo sauce and we'll be all set. Okay, so I know it's not pretty looking, but I'll show you guys the Zoodles here. So this is why cutting your Zoodles, is so important, because they kind of get all tangled together. So making sure your strands are nice and short are much easier for cooking and much easier for spooning them out. So very good. All right, let's go ahead and make our Alfredo sauce. So first things first, we're gonna heat our butter. So we need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So let me just get a knife so I can cut this. So we're gonna start with the butter in the pan. And then we are going to add in garlic. So this recommends 5 minced garlic cloves. So I'm gonna do, I don't have that much zucchini, so I'm gonna do like 3, because I already put some, sorry, I'm awful close to the camera here, you guys. I already put 1 minced, 1 clove in my Zoodles, so I don't wanna go too overboard with it. Okay. And then we're gonna do 1½ cups of heavy whipping cream. And of course, fresh grated salt and pepper. So let me get that ready, because I don't want the butter to get too brown in here. Oh, that's perfect. I was running a little low on my heavy whipping cream, so I just got enough for the sauce here. I'm just using a grass-fed butter. I didn't purchase Kerrygold this time around, just because I was in a store that was running a sale on a different brand. I can pull it out of the fridge here in just a moment if you guys would like to see it. there's my heavy whipping cream. And I'm just gonna let this simmer. Once this starts to bubble a little bit, I'm gonna start to slowly put in my Parmesan cheese. So, do I always eat this late? Yeah, kind of. I don't know, I think it's because, well, one, I'm a night owl, and two, ever since I went keto, I'm honestly not hungry. So last night when I went live and I was answering your guys' keto questions, it was like 9:30 or 10 o'clock my time, Central Time, and I still hadn't had dinner because I wasn't hungry. So I went to the gym after, and when I came back, I still wasn't hungry. So I just didn't even have dinner. I fasted right through. So yeah, I'm kind of on like a 8, 9 o'clock dinner routine. I don't know if that's the healthiest thing, but yeah. So this is the butter that I grabbed. It is grass-fed. It's called Open Nature European style butter, and it is grass-fed, which I always do because the grass-fed MCTs are so good for you. So we've got a little light simmer now going on the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and put in, how much Parmesan is this? It's 1 cup of grated Parmesan. So I'm just gonna add this in a little bit slowly. So let me just do like a little bit and stir it. But I don't want to burn the cream. So you can see, you guys, what is this, like a quick 10-minute dinner, right? So you guys can do this, I promise. It's really quick and easy. All right. Go ahead and add in some salt and pepper. Put in some more Parmesan. My gosh, this smells so good. Is Lando Lakes butter keto friendly? I personally wouldn't use that one just because it's not a grass-fed butter. You're really looking for those high quality MCTs. Those medium chain triglycerides are brain food. They go straight to your brain. They're really good for you. Your brain can use high quality MCTs like that as instant energy. This is just a little salt, you guys. It's instant energy for the brain. It's brain food, so it's really good for you. And MCTs actually encourage fat burn. They encourage ketosis. It helps your body start producing its own ketones. So that's why you see so many keto people stressing about the grass-fed butter. So once you run out of the butter that you currently have, I would most certainly recommend spending an extra $1 or so and getting yourself some good high quality grass-fed butter. It really does make a big difference, and it tastes better. So I don't know about you guys, but I was not a big butter person before I went keto. I almost never had butter, but I do love the way the grass-fed butter tastes. It really does have a big difference in flavor. This smells so good, you guys, and it's really creamy. It thickened up really nicely. So this is it. We had a quick, I don't know, like 7-minute dinner. We did some fresh zucchini noodles with a really nice fresh Alfredo sauce. And this is just a really great way to have a quick, especially in the summertime, like I'm all about quick dinners. So what do you guys think of the sauce? Didn't it come out really good? I don't know if you guys can see how creamy it is, but yeah. It costs just a little bit more, an extra $1 or $2, but it's so worth it. And it's just so creamy and delicious. One of my favorite things to make with grass-fed butter is actually scrambled eggs and cheese. It just adds so much flavor to the cheese, in my opinion. So thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed how to learn how to make a quick and easy Alfredo sauce, and definitely get yourself one of those Zoodles spiralers. whatever you call it. It's amazing. I'm impressed. So if you guys would like an invite to my keto group, go ahead and comment group in the comments. I'll get you an invite to my secret recipe group. And if you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the recipe, don't forget to friend me and follow me and give the video a quick share. So love you guys. Have a great night. And I'll be back to chat with you again soon. Take care.